What's going on, you guys? My name is Scott. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be answering the question, how much bleach does it take? All right, guys, before we get started, make sure you come over, click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, even if it's just to say what's up. It helps the channel so much. Let's talk about it. Guys, one of the number one questions that I get asked on my channel is, how much bleach does it take to wash a house? How much bleach does it take to wash a roof? First of all, when I say bleach, guys, I'm talking about sodium hypochlorite. We use industrial strength, which is like 12.5%. I'm not talking about the stuff off the grocery store shelf. And there's a lot of things that come into play when you're trying to figure out how much bleach it's going to take. You see, vinyl siding, if it's not real bad, it's not going to take a whole lot of bleach. If it is vinyl siding and it's just completely annihilated and it's just like really thick and green, it's going to take a little more because you got to have a stronger mix or more coats. Now let's change this house from vinyl to stucco. A lot of times stucco has to have a stronger mix, almost the same that you put on concrete. So of course you're going to use more. Then we get into the height. If it's a 2-story or more with some weird angles, say like this house over here, you're going to use a little bit more product. Then the weather comes into play. Is it cold outside? If it's cold, you're going to use more bleach because it makes the bleach not as strong. Is it windy? Because when it's windy, you're going to have some waste. You're going to use some product that never really got on the house. And it also depends on you. It depends on how you wash and the techniques that you use. And it also depends on your machine. If you've got a 5.5 gallon minute machine, it's not going to spray as much product as a 7 gallon a minute or more. You can go a lot faster with those bigger machines, but a lot of times you end up using more product. So now we'll get into roof washing. This house right here, you can walk this entire roof. You're not going to use as much product. However, like my roof, it's just got a little bit of staining that I'm getting ready to take care of. But if it was solid black, you're going to use more product. Back to the whole, how dirty is it? And again, we get into how tall is it? If the roof has a really tall pitch, you may use a little bit more product. I have done roofs, guys, that the whole house was only about 3,000 square feet, and we used over 65, 70 gallons on one roof because it hadn't been cleaned in many, many, many moons, and it was terrible. I mean, it had algae, lichen, plants growing on it. I mean, it was terrible. This is why it's so important to have a blend system. You got a water tank, a bleach tank, and a soap tank. You can dial in your mixtures. You don't have to go out there and actually hand write every single calculation as to how many gallons of bleach you need to put in the back of your truck to use them gallon at a time. You can have a tank that's already loaded up, and then you just go out there, you set your dial, you wash your house, you do what you got to do, but keep track of it. Keep track of, 1,600 square foot house, I used 15 gallons. Write it down. Write down what the siding was. Was it vinyl? Was it hardy board? Was it stucco? Keep track of these things, and before you know it, you'll realize, hey, I can kind of figure out about how much I'm going to use. For me, I just keep it simple, guys. I fill my tank up. I go and do my jobs. If it's just house washing, I know that tank right there is going to last a while. If I've got a big roof or a really nasty roof, it may not last as much, and I may have to refill before the week is over. The more you do it, the more you're going to realize just how much it takes, guys. You guys that have been in the business for a while, if you have anything to add to this, make sure you leave me a comment. I hope this helps somebody out there, man. Get out there, get washing. God bless.